Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and all the opportunities and chances and blessings that it brings along with it. We ask that you will receive the voice from all we do, keep us safe from harm and injury as we devote our talents to you. And it's in your name we ask all of this. Amen.
From District 5 Stadium, hello everybody, I'm Ken Allison along with Jim Frazier, and I'm going to say, just like we used to always say, and Jerry Scalf. You see me here, and way over there, okay.
He is here.
A lot of people have asked me about Jerry Scalf and its homecoming, so Jerry decided to come on in home for a little while. Jerry has been taking a little leave of absence due to some health problems, and looks like you're doing great to have you back.
Well, I'll tell you, I told my if anyone is really, really desperate for a diet, the surefire weight. I don't recommend it, but I guarantee you're going to drop some weight after what I went through. So,
you look great. You look great, and it's fantastic to have you back. I know you've had a real deal.
I think I'm over the hump now. On hill slide, things going smoother. It's health. It's not there 100% yet, but it's definitely on the go.
So maybe now you'll pay attention, won't you?
Well, maybe now, yeah.
See, he's going to pay attention now.
Yeah. The doctors, they gave me the key word. They says now, I was a smoker. It says now you don't stop smoking. You quit. There's a difference between stopping and quitting. So, and I found out. And luckily, I guess, with the way things were, I didn't feel like smoking anyhow. So it hasn't been too difficult.
Yet lose weight. Quit smoking.
Yeah, I dropped 25 the last 2 months. And
there come the Yellow Jackets. Homecoming. They come here 3-5 overall, but 2-2 in the important region. Pickens is 2-2, 3-5 overall, so these two teams are looking to go one up on each other tonight, Jim. And we are looking forward to a great game. The weather's so good. Jerry said he thought it'd be a great come out. Might not have another good one. Last week was too windy and chilly.
Right.
These two teams, Ken and now Jerry, are very similar. They're very equal to each other. As you said, both of them are 3-5. Pickens has the top-rated quarterback in the area, and Hanna's John Wright is number 2. They can both throw the ball. Pickens probably more than Hanna, but they are very similar in what they do. They both need a win. Pickens is coming off of a big win last week with Hillcrest, and of course Hanna's coming off that devastating loss. So if they can bounce back, they should be able to acquit themselves very well against this Pickens Blue Flame.
As we said, and we always say this, weather should not affect us in any way tonight. It's just perfect. We shouldn't have a problem. It's not too hot. The only thing that might you coaches never are crazy about homecoming, are you?
Well, the Hanna homecoming, they do it as well as anybody. We've seen a lot of other people's homecoming, and nobody does it any better than Hanna. They do a great job with their floats and everything.
And Kenny and Jim, before we get this kickoff off, I do want to say one thing, that I didn't have the greatest chances in having done what I had done. And I had a lot of people that called my wife and my kids and everything that were saying, well, we've got him in our thoughts, we've got him in our prayers, he's on our prayer list. So in my own mind, I know that probably 75% of the reason that I'm able to sit here tonight is not necessarily because of me or because of the doctors. It's because of everybody else, people like you guys that have been thinking about me. And I really want
You've
to
had a lot of prayers.
Appreciate it.
You really have, Jerry. Thank you.
It's really meant a lot to us.
You've had a lot of prayers. And they're paying off, too. Here's Smith's kick. Nice, long kick. That will not be returned. Only one thing sad, Jerry. Well, it's not. Cardinals, they shouldn't even been there. They you know, but I was so proud of them of just getting there. The Brave fans gave me a hard time, but
no, you know, that's true. I was kind of split in my support there in a way, but I got to be honest with you, the Cardinals did a whale of a job just doing what they did.
Just getting there. Brock Rogers is the fine quarterback for the Pickens Blue Flame. Zach Lewis is the fine tailback. Talk a little about him in a little while, but Rogers wants to throw right now. He hits Gary Hendricks over the middle, quickly moving.
Rogers not real quick of foot, but he gets back, he takes the drop, the 3 to 5 step drop, and he delivers the ball on the money. And this time his wide receiver curled in, and the ball was delivered truly.
Yeah, that's Gary Hendricks, who is wide to the left side. The slot in there with him is Williams. Rogers going to throw again. Going to go for a lot here. Right into the hands of a Yellow Jacket. It's Chad Edwards. It was never even stood there like a center fielder is supposed to, unless he plays for the Braves.
Pickens went to the no-back offense, and Rogers going deep, and Chad Edwards right there to pick it off.
John Wright, Graham, and Fair behind him. There you see the interception. Fair found a little opening, a crease.
Hanna out of their L formation, they went to the straight eye, no shifting, the straight eye with the 2 wideouts, the flank and the split end, and ran their fine tailback Fair right up in there for 5 yards.
Pitch it to Fair. Got a great block over there. Brandon Siegler pulled that 275 pounds out there and opened that thing on the left side. Watch 74, look. 6'4", 275.
And Hanna's running game, very tough all year. Looks extremely good right now.
Slot right. Dante Jones in the slot. This is Fair. See, no blocking ball coming right. 44, you see getting up to Stan Nix on the tackle.
This time Hanna went to the twins, the slot right, ran the lead option. The quarterback jumped on right. He pitches back to Fair, and there was nothing there for him.
Wardlaw comes into the ball game. He'll be wide to the right side with Dante Jones out here. Jim, Gerald Clark will not be playing tonight. We'll tell you about that after this play. Fair found a little opening, punched on down to near the 45-yard line. He was tackled by John Gilstrap.
Fair getting the good block again from the tailback position, taking the toss sweep, picking up 5 yards.
Gerald Clark was in a little automobile accident, hit a telephone pole jumped out and hit him, and he's had some stitches on his right cheek area, so he will not be playing. Oh, look at this. What a great fake. What a tremendous play. Is there a flag back up here? Yeah. Larry Wright had it. Great gainer, but there's a flag back.
Good looking play. Wright fakes the sweep, comes back to the other right, and it's going to be called back, unfortunately, for a hold.
John Wright is 62 for 128 with 12 interceptions and 797 yards and 3 touchdowns so far this year before tonight.
That was a beautiful call. Wright was wide open. Unfortunately, the official picked out a hole.
Third down, and let's say 16, 17 yards to Dante Jones was set wrong. Right one, looking for Fair. Good defensive play by Zach Lewis. Hold on over there.
Bad mark, too.
This is the wheel route. Fair running up from the slot position. And the ball delivered right on money.
Can't see what Morris.
A half a yard down, but
Got his waist hit the chain stick. No, and they should. It's going to be
Fourth.
Smith in. Fourth is, you're right, 4th and inches. First decision tonight for Coach Wayne and Coach Harrell. District 5 Stadium. In the
and able to pick up a yard or 2.
On second down, ball just inside the Pickens 34 or 35-yard line, around the 34. Seminoles came to town. Right to the option, that's Fair. Gets by one man, moves down near the 30, depending on the spot.
A good-looking play by Hanna. Wright faking the veer inside, the fullback inside, getting the pressure, and Fair picking up maybe 5.
Third down, and let's call it 4. Big play here. Fair. Lone back gets the call, simple.
And able to pick up a yard or 2.
On second down, ball just inside the Pickens 34 or 35-yard line, around the 34. Seminoles came to town. Right to the option, that's Fair. Gets by one man, moves down near the 30, depending on the spot.
A good-looking play by Hanna. Wright faking the veer inside, the fullback inside, getting the pressure, and Fair picking up maybe 5.
Third down, and let's call it 4. Big play here. Fair. Lone back gets the call, simple sweep. Just sit, sweep it, and let it go. He got it. He may be slightly short, but it's close enough to go again. Watch.
Pickens had the secret for those fine offensive linemen pulling him. The good blocking outside by Wright.
First down at the 25. It's a good shot from our. Boy, LaShawn Fair that time just struggled and fought for a big 5. Wright wants to throw it. Lofts it up. For Demetrius Wardlaw. Good play defensively.
Wright got a little pressure in. It was Wardlaw was outside and he curled inside. He was split right. Wright gets a little pressure and the ball was batted up. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
2nd and 5, pretty good passing.
Great bell.
Ball that's fluttering up in the air like that for as long as it was.
Yeah.
Good opportunity for a deep step forward.
There. Trouble in the backfield, gets around the corner, looks down here, didn't get it.
Going to be short.
Yeah.
Really move up the inside
They
at
moved
the end.
Making a tremendous. They've run it. It worked both times for them.
Right, wide, left. Dante Jones set in a slot. That's Fair straight ahead.
Fair getting at the fullback position. The trap made, and he picks up a couple of yards. And this is good by Hanna. They've had for most of the first quarter.
Strong left this time. Going left. There's a good defensive play. 31, you see right there, Nathan Blythe did a good job. 2 Hanna fans right there. Hanna fans.
Big home.
Future cheerleaders. Homecoming. You know, you're and Palmetto, a football player, was the homecoming
There
queen.
you go.
You're right.
Tracy Austin. Wright's in a little trouble, throwing to end zone. What a catch.
He pulled it down.
What a great catch, Sean Holland. Saw his dad outside. His chest doesn't go out, does it, huh?
Holland coming from the split end position, just makes a super catch. Wright puts it up in the end zone for him. Just a fine NFL catch.
There you go. At any level of football, you don't
Yeah.
pull them down any better than that.
Adam Smith to attempt the PAT with Wardlaw holding. Maybe a little problem here. Smith going to try to go into the end zone. Why? I mean, why was the whistle?
Why was the whistle?
And now they're saying that it was an incomplete pass, but the whistle blew before he threw the pass, so I don't know.
Why the whistle? I don't know.
There.
Hey, did he go down?
No.
I didn't see him go down. I would guess Mike was an inadvertent whistle, which unfortunately kills him regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay, that's the end, or well, I shouldn't say that. It's 3:35 to go in the quarter. And we've wasted time now. We have time to get that in there. At least one of the commercials I'm anxious to get in there. But we'll wait.
I've got an idea which one it is.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Pickens had the ball for what, one play?
One play. No, two plays.
Did they have two?
Two plays. They threw a completion and the interception.
That's right.
Gary Hendricks is one of the kick returners on the near side. And on the far side, Jason Griffin.
You know, there's a team about 12 miles down the road that would love to be able to ball on the ground like Hanna just did.
You're right. Oh, you know who?
You know who? Masters.
Ryan Masters again. Down up under there, though. There was somebody else under there, and I believe that was Trey Thomas.
Big hit. Watch at it right here. See Thomas coming under and Masters from the outside.
I mean, Masters had a good time on that.
Thomas slowed him down. Masters made him pay.
Rogers stepping up. Lewis's fine tailback call tonight. A little bit of yardage off that left side.
And if you can pick it up on the replay, the ball's supposed to be marked where his knees go down. And his knees went back down about 2 yards behind where they marked the ball. They marked the ball where the ball went down, not where his knees went down.
I think that's fairly common practice. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
John Madden's book, 1 knee equals 3 yards. Rogers wants to throw. He's done a good job. He got himself first.
Okay, we got a late flag too, Ken. Real late flag, but
Brock Rogers had put it up 180 times coming in, Jim.
Brock on the sprint action, he gets outside, eludes one tackler. He's struck down by number 71.
it must not be a flag. Must be somebody's towel thrown down. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Michael
Yeah,
Jones,
from the sideline, yeah.
He's thrown 180, completed 76, 1,319 yards, 11 touchdowns. Having a great year. Didn't control it going out of bounds, Buff Williams.
Buff Williams, one of the better receivers in the upstate, running the out pattern. Rogers on the sprint. Pretty good coverage there in the secondary.
Williams has caught 40 for 585 yards and 6 touchdowns. Rogers is a senior, so is Williams. It's 2nd down and 10. He might be passing, guys.
You think he might?
Yeah, since he doesn't have any backs with him at all. One of the things that young quarterbacks sometimes have trouble with, I've noticed he locks on with his eyes on a receiver and just stays with that receiver.
Yes, and there was good coverage in the secondary by the Hanna defense, and there was really nowhere for him to deliver that ball.
Down just outside the flame, 20, 30, we'll say 31, 32-yard line. Off the block, making the big hit was Ardell Walker. And I'm telling you, if I were, I believe it was Stan Nix, I wouldn't want to go back to the bench. Yeah.
Yeah, Ardell Walker runs right over Nix and Pickens into a long 4th down.
Lewis to punt. Get away from the ball. What a horrible situation for Pickens all of a sudden. If you're, you know, it's wonderful for Hanna, but imagine this ball, how far it bounces backwards. They're already in trouble.
About a 15, 16 net yard punt.
Yes, and he got a lot of pressure, and just then he kind of rolled it up. Oh.
All right, Wright leads them out, sets them down. Graham and Fair is Fair getting a few tonight. You see why, too, don't you?
Well, Fair's just a big, strong back. You can't give him the ball too much. He's going to respond as he has, and he's getting some good blocking.
Fair's one of those ball players I spoke to from ECO Little today, who was our player, the defensive player of the week at Touchdown Club. George Duckworth said that's why you weren't there today. You couldn't say
couldn't pronounce it. Yeah, I heard that.
And but I told him I have just enjoyed seeing him play ball. He has really, and Fair's one of those. I just enjoy watching LaShawn Fair play ball. Look at that. Just what kind of over a guy. He just gives it all he has every play.
They see Fair, the straight ahead block, and he just hurls one play and gets into the secondary.
Guys, I'll tell you something. It was kind of a surprise today. We had Willie Jeffries, head football coach at SC State, to speak, as we try to have Willie nearly every year because he's so good. He was a little late getting there, and he said, well, I was having to talk to the campus security. I'll tell you, we're down about 4. And the end around with Dante Jones. Dante gets the first down to near the 25-yard line. He said, I had to talk. Well, I'll let you do the play, Jim.
Dante Jones is to the right. The fake is inside to Fair, and Jones get out.
It's as if Bobby McGowan's hit somebody, slugged somebody. And I don't know if he thought his name was Horn or not, but as we all know, I mean, it's just weird to think it had to be some sort of reason, because Bobby is a great athlete, but he's not a hot-headed guy.
For as big as Bobby is, for the athlete that Bobby is, and all the years that I've known him, he is the most mannered, one of the most well-mannered young men that I have ever known.
Just a gentle guy.
Yeah.
But you know now, especially athletes, you know, a couple of kids get fight on campus, and they're not smeared all over the paper because they got in a fight, but athletes are.
Well, athletes are, and I think athletes are more pushed into it. I think anymore, if you've got a name or something to that effect, not a knock on the total student body, but you got certain of the student body that want a name for themselves. So athlete to the point of the brink, and then he goes beyond that point, and the student all of a sudden is the big hero, and the athlete is the one that's taking all the bunk.
You're right.
All right, now for Hanna, it's 1st and 10 at around the 25-yard line of Pickens. Look at Fair. Look at Fair. Look at Fair. To the 6 or 7 yard line. Now, fellas, I'm going to tip you off a little something, but you go ahead, Jim. I've been watching something.
Fair just refuses to go down. It's a good block up front, but you see, he just breaks through a couple of tacklers and drags a couple of people with him, and he's just a big, strong back.
They are kind of flip-flopping their interior line. Now, right now, 74, 75. That's Siegler and Allen are on the right side. When they're strong right, you see the... What I'm saying is when they go strong side, they're moving the whole, everybody over to that side.
Yeah, they've got a strong and a weak side,
yeah. And they're moving everybody. They don't just move the tight end like some of the schools we've seen. And they're especially running behind those guys. When they go strong right or strong left.
Same play. Fair running off that right side.
31 for Pickens is Nathan Blythe. 40 is. Third down and goal. Hanna working on a good homecoming. We're just in the second period. Hanna's asking coaches are trying to get a timeout. There's a timeout on the field with Hanna leading by a score of 6-0 and threatening. Why don't we pause and say we'll be back in just a moment.
The Hanna Yellow Jackets really putting on a show tonight, getting the good field position on the poor punt by Pickens and knowing what to do with it once they get it. You see the frame trust there, Mr. Allison.
Right now, if you see the way Hanna is, their offense, how everything's going, you wonder about some of the games they've lost. You know, they really would like to have that one back last week. They have really. I'm glad to see them coming back after that and doing so well.
Yeah, they have no hangover at all from that game last week.
A game they thought they had won. Dante Jones in motion. Fair. Oh, he just broke through people. Anything he got on his own.
Here you see LaShawn Fair taking the pitch sweep, breaking one tackle, two tackles, and getting that ball down to the 1.
Like you say, Kenny, all on his own. What should have been about a 2-yard loss, he nearly breaks into a score.
That's around, it's not quite 2 yards out. Fair. He ran it for a fare thee well.
This is the best play Hanna's had so far tonight. Just give it to Fair off that right side behind Sigler, Bicky Timms, Josh Allen, Whitmire, and just running in there. Sean Holland.
Got to go for 2. Remember the problem with the PAT a moment ago. Right. Throws that thing out in the flat to Fair. He throws a flare to Fair.
Fair to Fair. It had to happen.
And gentlemen, on that note, my first night is going to have to come to an end. My nurse
I ran him off.
My doctor says that
Nurse
I got to go home now.
Nurse Nancy.
Yeah, she takes care of me. So, gentlemen, I give you 14-0 lead.
You did a good job.
You did a good job. Nancy, you too.
All right.
But
Great
once again, thanks everybody for all the thoughts and the prayers. And if the last game of the season is decent weather, I will be here for the whole thing, because this will be year 11 and I haven't missed a TL Hanna Westside game yet. So let's see what we can do about that, guys.
All right,
We'll look for you.
All right,
good
Jerry,
to see
Nancy,
y'all.
Take
Bye.
care of him.
Good to see you.
So long.
Bye.
Best to you. Jerry Scal joining us there. Did I punch you? I'm sorry. It's great to see old Jerry.
Fantastic, and
it's been hard on Nancy too, I know.
And Jerry brings the Jackets good luck. The 14-0 lead, he gets it. Let's see if we can hold it.
9 to go in the half. Smith will kick it. We'll get a run time from Hendricks. They're going to give it. Oh, Hendricks. He made it. He didn't let Nancy got great. He says, I don't want to go to this dance. I told him inside. They got to spot him.
And Hanna playing like an undefeated team tonight. everything has just so far tonight.
So Rogers has his even the worst field test. He's just going to run it out there himself. Flags down, and that's in the area of holding, often called by the referee, the guy who stands behind the offense, and he called a procedure penalty there.
Had a little bit of motion. Poor field position for Rogers and the Pickens Blue Flame.
First down and 12 and a half. A little quick out there. Pretty good age for Wes Rentz.
This time Rogers is going to get it. Take a two-step drop. Rentz from the left slot position. Going to just slide in and pick up 6 yards.
Here's his touchdown passes. 5 of them went to Gary Hendricks, and 6 of them went to Buff Williams. Second down, about 5. They'll put it up from anywhere, won't they?
Yes, they will.
Complete out there to Jason Griffin.
Rogers again.
Oh, now.
Jason Griffin. Great.
That's called, one official called it incomplete.
We'll go with his call.
You like that? You like that call better?
Yeah, that's the best call.
Just because you called pancaking somebody right there. Third down, 5. Really a little less than 5. Ball is outside the 10. Rogers going to have to run a little bit this time. Got his first down. He was down, fellas. The ball came out, but late. Bunch of jackets there. 11's Grady Lewis. Ooh, what a... Let's give that man Eric Williams.
Yeah, Williams comes in. Lewis comes in. Although Brock does pick the... Rogers does pick the first down up.
Eight minutes to go in the half. Hanna up 14-0. Was it motion or
it was
somebody?
motion? It jumped. I think they're skittish. I think the Hanna defense has them a little skittish.
I think in that case everybody knew the snap count but the center. For Hanna is Ardell Walker. You'll see a big 61 out there, Jermaine Gear. 71 is Michael Jones. There's a timeout on the field with the score Hanna 14, Pickens nothing. Let's pause, back in a moment.
Hanna able to execute their offense to perfection. Defense just been awesome, Ken, in the kicking game. Poor field position. Pickens.
Has there been a snap in Hanna territory? I don't think.
No.
It has not been a snap in
No.
Hanna territory. Do they have any wide receivers out there? Gracious. Rogers throws one up for grabs, hoping Buff Williams could run under it, covered by Trey Thomas over there. Just overthrew him. And Jim, he's running to his left. He zipped that ball. He zipped that ball 50 yards quickly.
Rogers has a good arm, and you know, the secondary, the 5 defensive backs Hanna has employed tonight has just kept him from completing too many passes.
This time, it's Ardell Walker again, I think. I lost the number. Might have been, yeah, I believe it was Ardell. Yep, PA guy said it was. So.
We'll go with the PA guy.
That's Chuck Parker, isn't it?
Chuck,
yep.
Fine track coach for the Hanna Yellow Jackets.
3rd down and 16, 18 yards. Pickens just having a rough go so far due to both sides of the ball for Hanna. They have just played so well so far. Walker on him again. He dumps it off. Cannot believe Ryan Masters missed a tackle like that out in the field.
Masters really put an effort on him, but
Stan Nix was the receiver. Fourth down, about 7. Lewis has got to punt it. A little bit better here, and that is Wardlaw picked it up, dropped it, got hit hard back there by Brandy Altman, defensive end.
There you see Wardlaw fumbling the ball, off it coming in.
Hanna ball. They're on 42-yard line, first down, 6:08 to go in the half. Play, a little delay, but no gain to fair.
It was a counter tray. Wright starts one way, gives it back to fair on the delay, and not much doing.
Trips right.
Official calls motion on Hanna.
Second down, about 14. Wardlaw to the near side. Dante Jones wide right. Graham and Fair behind right. Pump fake. That's Wardlaw to about the 44, so they barely get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Wright making the sweep fake. A little short waggle coming back to Fair.
John Wright. You can just see him improve every week.
Each week as he goes along.
This time to Wardlaw, and give him a little bounce. He took a hard lick right then, but he's okay.
The wide receiver screen, first time Hanna comes up with it tonight. There you see Wright throwing to Wardlaw.
Well, that was a hard lick he took there. It was kind of scary the way his head popped back. He's one of my favorite little ball players, too. Always has been since he was about 10 years old.
You coached him, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I helped coach a team he was on one time. Yeah. And this is Dante Jones with an opening. Dante running hard to the 35. I'm Ken Allison. Oh, go ahead, Jim Frazier.
This time, Hanna getting in the L formation, and Dante Jones coming back on the little short reverse, the cross action that Hanna does so well.
I'm going to say I'm Ken Allison with Jim Frazier. Jerry Scalf dropped in to visit us a little bit tonight. Hanna leads Pickens 14-0, 3:50 to go, halftime. Second down, about 3 yards. Nothing much for LaShawn Fair at all. Plugging up that middle was the linebacker, Nathan Blythe. Harold's thinking about it now.
Giving it some good study, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good study time, Harold.
Third down, and they lost about a yard that time. Dante in motion. Look at Fair kind of popped in and popped back out, and Wardlaw's giving the first down signal. I don't know if the officials are or not.
He's going to be very close if he doesn't have it.
Going to measure. The old chain gang gonna come out here now.
What do we got? Does he have it?
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. See?
You said it.
Yeah.
We don't even have scalp, but you picked it out.
About a quarter of the ball over the line there. First down, Hanna, or 33-yard line. Goes Super D in. Takes the play to John Wright. I think that Fair is giving their defensive line a pounding, don't you?
I think he is. And, you know, our offensive line is doing a good job on Pickens, too.
Step in there behind those big guys. And
just pound it in there.
Strong right. Now, the whole first quarter, they were strong left. That one is picked off, read well over there by Hendricks. Hendricks might go. He's gone. Gary Hendricks. That's about close to 75 yards, Jim.
Yeah, the ball was overthrown. Wright has a lot of time. There he gets the pressure. The ball just underthrown. And Fair pick. Who is this pick?
Gary Hendricks.
Gary Hendricks.
He can motor.
Yep.
So now the ball game takes on a new complexion at the halftime. Or approaching halftime. 14-6.
Hanna having things pretty much their own way until the interception.
Now they're going to go for two. Why is Ron Wilson going for two here? Rogers. Incomplete.
Evidently his kicker.
No, I saw his kicker warming up.
He's good.
Real good kicker. He made some from 50 yards out warming up.
Maybe it's his snapper. Maybe it's his holder.
I don't know, but all I can tell you is 14-6, Hanna leading with a minute 59 to go in the half. And we'll pause and be right back after this. maybe he just felt like since Hanna didn't make their first extra point.
So he would reciprocate.
Yeah, right. So Pickens will kick off with 1:59 to go in the half. To kick off, well, his name is not on the chart. His number is 4. And the chart we were given.
If I remember him from the West Side game, he doesn't kick it too deep, and it doesn't appear as if Hanna.
Holland at the 30. 5. Look at Holland. The little kicker had to come in and get a lick after he'd already been whistled out of bounds and cost him 15 more yards.
And this is going to be the fine field position for Hanna once again. There you see Holland taking the pop fly, getting it up the sideline, and there's the late hit.
Kickers don't get much chance to get a little action in there. There were so many flags down there, I wanted to see if radio had thrown one. First down, Hanna at the 40. Holland did a great job anyway. And you tack on that yardage.
Enough time to get this ball in the end zone, too.
Oh, yeah,
minute 50.
Yeah, plenty of time. Pitch it fair. Gang tackled at the line of scrimmage. 53, one of the guys getting up is Chris Sullivan.
Fair on the toss sweep.
Fair to the 30 near first down yardage.
Fair lining up at the inside twin position, right, putting it on the money for him.
You don't think they're trying to get the ball in Fair's hands now?
In Fair territory.
First down. Right, that's Fair out there at the 25, on the 21-yard line, knocked out of bounds on the far side. Michael Anderson, one of the tacklers, along with Stan Nix.
Same play to the other side. Fair showing he can receive as well as run.
They break the chain? I think they did. Do you keep a spare set of chains around you?
Usually. They're probably in the back somewhere, if anybody can find them. They're busted up though, aren't they?
Good shot of Sanchez and of Chad Edwards there. See these guys with their helmets off, see?
We're getting a lot of help over there with the chain crew.
While there's a timeout, why don't we pause here for just a moment? We'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, it was great having Jerry Scalf up in the stands tonight, up in the booth tonight. Jerry really having a tough time.
Yeah, he has had a lot of heart problems, what it is, friends.
Yeah.
He didn't say what it was, but it's heart problems. Second down and short. Look at Demetrius Wardlaw cutting across there to the 5. He gets up clapping his hands. Is he enthusiastic, huh?
This time Wright, Wardlaw's going to come on the quick slant, and Wright puts it on the money for him.
First and goal, Hanna. LaShawn Fair to about the 2.
Kind of with the clock running down, plenty of time.
19 seconds. Second down and goal about the 2-yard line. Well, by the time this thing is played back on Monday, the World Series
will be over. Yep. The Yankees and the Braves, somebody will have won.
Tell you, when you can't score any runs for Smoltz at all, you know, he's not going to give up many. Braves do that in bunches, though. They score all their runs, 14 a game, and then they'll go a few games, don't score many. But you squander a 6-run lead.
But a great game Pettit pitched the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic game.
That's true. And I tell you right now, if you got to win one game, David Cone is about as good as you're going to get, too. An old Clemson guy, Jimmy Key, going on Saturday night.
Clemson guy.
I don't guess you ever lost a 6-point or 6-run lead, did you?
Oh, yes. Many times.
Fair and Graham. Second down. That's Fair. Fair just scored his second touchdown tonight.
And they are really doing a job off the right side. LaShawn Fair.
(20-6). Adam Smith with Wardlaw holding. Ooh, skimmed along but got in. 17 seconds to go in the half. Hanna defense is still throwing a shutout.
Right, the score came off the Hanna offense.
There is Baskin's band.
Does a good job with the band, as we've said many times.
Yeah, I've already bought my fruit for this year too. Ordered my fruit. Nobody else now. Most of you don't come by. Neely Brown called Patty the other day and said, "It's time." We said, "Yes, ma'am."
Come on by.
Took a big old box. Kickoff time. 17 seconds. You kick this one away with Smith, don't you? You just kill it.
Just kill it.
Oh, did he mean to do that? He was not trying to squib that ball. He was running too hard.
No, he scribbed it. Not a bad play.
The official trying to decide whether he's going to put the ball on a 35 or 40. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
I hope he's going to put it on the 35.
Pickens going to run it out.
Yeah. Can't blame them, can you?
Nope.
They certainly have been stymied and frustrated tonight. That will end the first half with a score. Hanna 21, Pickens 6. I'm Ken Allison with Jim Frazier. Now, stay tuned for the homecoming activities, and we'll see you in a little while.
jersey number 67, Eddie Black, sponsored by Steph Gilbert. Nick K. Smith, sponsored by number 77, Louis Spade, escorted by Chris McConnell. And Colin Bill, sponsored by number 3, Johnsonville, escorted by Cam Warren. And now, once again, the homecoming finalists and their escort. One of these young ladies will be crowned the 1996 homecoming queen for PL Hanna. She is voted upon by the student body. Miss Lauren McLaughlin, escorted by Chad Schill. Miss Lauren King, escorted by Brent Sandler. Miss Eva Haywood, escorted by William Haywood. Miss Ashley Barr, who is also a senior cheerleader, escorted by Kate Hall. And Miss Jill Blank, another senior cheerleader, escorted by Mark Harrison. We would like to once again welcome back our 1995 homecoming queen, Miss Michelle King. Michelle is being escorted tonight by the principal of PL Hanna, Mr. Mike Hanna. They're joined by the Columbia escorting staff. And now for the much awaited announcement of this year's homecoming queen. I would like to congratulate Miss Eva Haywood on our 1996 homecoming queen.
Homecoming festivities are all over now. We got to get down to business. The second half of the football game. Pickens came in here with one of the finest throwing quarterbacks in the whole area. He promptly threw an interception on the second play of scrimmage. Hanna converted that later to a touchdown. They lead now 21-6. Pickens' only score came on an interception of a John Wright pass by Gary Hendricks. He went about 75 yards. I'm Ken Allison, and sitting in this half with us is going to be Dwayne Loftus, who's going to be helping us do this broadcast. Hanna will be receiving the kickoff, and Dwayne, as these two teams came in here, they were all tied up as far as records were concerned at 3-5 each and 2-2 in the region. And Hanna had a heartbreaking loss last week at Malden.
Yeah, they did. I listened to that game. I didn't get over there, but it was really a heartbreaking game. Looked like Hanna should have won the game. Here's the kickoff, Ken.
This is going to be Dante Jones. He has broken out. What a great shoestring type tackle. I want to give that guy the credit he deserves on that tackle. 89. 89, and I can't give him. He's not listed on the depth chart. But it looked like Dante had broken it. I was about to say he's gone.
Well, if he hadn't made that tackle, he was gone.
At the 41-yard line now, Hanna. Here comes Wardlaw left, Jones right, Graham and Fair. And boy, Dwayne, you mentioned at halftime to me, they are really making use of Fair's talent.
There he goes again off the right side.
And just the strength and the power that he has there. Running behind that strong side.
Just watching Fair, he really just carries himself like a running back, Ken. Looks like he could really be a college prospect there.
I don't know how many times he has handled the ball tonight, but it's been most of the time. I'd say 80% of the time. Scored 2 touchdowns. Still the tailback, slot left this time. There's some Hey girls, some Hanna fans. He takes the pitch this time, gets a great block. Graham with a great block as he came left on the option from right.
And Fair with another great run, just doing a lot on his own.
Right here, look at this block by Graham. You see him, he cleared it out. Put him at the 37-yard line, first down. Hanna kind of having their way thus far with Pickens. Ball game a long way from over. Adam Smith left, Jones right. Fair drops into a slot. Graham gets the call. Found a little bit of a crease, and then he's stacked up by the interior of that line led by Nathan Blythe, one of the linebackers, and by John Gilstrap.
That's one of the few plays that Fair hadn't been involved in as a running back, receiver, or at least a decoy.
When you got a hoss, I guess you got to ride him, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Hanna really set the last touchdown drive up great with a couple of passes to Fair, and then ran him out and ran the 34 underneath.
It's second down, and let's say 8. Ball about the 35-yard line. This is Fair again. But even Fair proves you got to have some blocking up front. Once again in there, Jeff Duncan and Brad Elrod. Third down and about 6. Second half action.
Possession down here for Hanna to keep this drive going.
Right. Overthrows Fair. John's still developing a touch, but he is, we mentioned earlier, you can almost see each game, see him improve, his confidence building.
I've been really impressed with his short passes tonight, except for the one he kind of floated up on the interception. He's really been sharp.
He is got a, he has a real strong arm.
Is Hanna going to punt here? I don't believe they are, Ken.
No, I don't think so. I don't see Smith going in.
It's a big play for Pickens.
Yeah, they need something positive to happen, and Hanna needs 6 yards. And Wright wants it now. He's going to get sacked.
Yeah,
back around the 41 or 42-yard line. The onslaught led by Chris Sullivan.
Chris Sullivan and Stephen Johnson also in there with some help.
First down at the 42-yard line of Pickens, so they finally stop Hanna. Hanna has not punted, have they?
No, I don't think they have, no.
Brock Rogers, the fine quarterback for Pickens. Nix is the up back, but Zach Lewis is his best back. That's Zach who finds a little bit of an opening and moves the ball to the 45-yard line. See if we can get a number on a yellow jacket under that. Grady Lewis getting up from the bottom of the pile. It's 2nd down and 6. Ball just outside the 45 of Pickens. The best I can recall, Pickens has not taken an offensive snap in Hanna territory. Rogers, plenty of time.
Oh,
he went around.
That ball behind the Hanna man was in between him, but didn't make the interception, did he?
Leroy Nance. He just went around Nance.
Wait a minute. He must have been.
Did he go out of bounds?
Must have gone out of bounds and came back in.
Yeah, he can. He's an ineligible receiver once he does that. Gary Hendricks, who it was. I thought he went around him. So that is an incompletion on 3rd down, and now about 6 at the 45. But Rogers had a ton of time.
Pickens throwing again. Oh, wow, it's a nice throw.
Once again
nice
to Hendricks. See, they ended up with a defensive end out there, our linebacker covering. And Hendricks ran away from him. So now they're in Hanna territory at the 41.
Pickens will throw it a lot.
He's thrown for nearly 1,400 yards coming in this ball game. Long count by Rogers. Little play action. Intercepted by Masters. Ryan. Last week's Defensive Player of the Week for the Anderson Area Touchdown Club.
Hanna stops the drive on about the 41.
About 41-yard line. Hanna gets it back. First down, Hanna.
I talked to a gentleman up at the Pickens game last week, and when they played Hillcrest, he said he left at 10:20. They were still throwing it all over the field.
Yeah. They do throw it. First down. And Fair finds a little opening. Fair just runs through people. Ooh.
Up hard to bring down, isn't it? 36 on the tackle there. That's
wrestle down, yeah.
Warren Dennis. 5'8", 150 linebacker. And a small linebacker.
He got about at 9.
Yeah, this guy was telling me last week at 10:20, he said Hillcrest and Pickens both had thrown about 40 passes and about a lot of penalties. He said it was a long ball game.
Those got even longer when the weather's cool and windy, chilly. Second down a yard. Graham gets the first down, but flags fly in the holding area when the umpire throws it.
You're right, it's against Hanna there.
73 out there you see for Hanna in the center, and I'm sorry I don't have him on the depth chart. They've added some people, changed some jersey numbers also. Had a number to disappear for somebody, if I remember correctly. A jersey, and had to change. I'm sorry that I...
You know, I heard coming over here that on the radio that the center was Whitmire tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Whitmire.
I can't remember his first name. Nick, Kip, or something like that maybe. But I'm sure it was Whitmire.
I had mentioned earlier Gerald Clark was in an automobile accident and kind of cut up his jaw, and he's unable to play tonight. Wright's going to fire one on out here. It's complete to Dante Jones. Stepped out of bounds up at around the 46-yard line or so.
Big play there to get the first down, keep this drive going. 7:42 left in the third quarter.
Nick Whitmire.
Nick Whitmire.
73 instead of 53. I knew I should have known that. First down, Hanna. 46-yard line. Pickens territory. Right on the option. This is fair. Got a good block. Adam Smith with a good block. Graham with a good block.
Nathan Blythe on the tackle for Pickens there, number 31.
Second down and 4. Ball just outside the 40. 7:20 go, third period. I'm Ken Allison with Dwayne Loftus, Hanna and Pickens. Homecoming for Hanna, District 5 Stadium. Pitch it to Fair. He's going to be run down over there by Stan Nix. He may have lost about a yard.
Yeah, maybe Pickens coaches told him to key on Fair a little more the second half. Seems like they
seemed like I would.
A lot of people around him.
Well, if they've done that, at least somebody open. So it's up to Jones and Jones to find it out. Well, maybe the three Joneses.
A lot of the Jones boys down on the sideline.
That's right. Keeping up with the Joneses. Third down, about 5. Right.
There he is.
Wardlaw, Super D, Demetrius Wardlaw moves that ball around the 29-yard line.
First down, Hanna at the 29.
Having a good night offensively so far. Defense is still throwing a shutout. Defense think that the Yankees pitching staff, don't they?
Yeah.
Fake the Wardlaw. That's the flanker around to Dante Jones that worked for a few yards in the first half. Not quite as much this time. But they moved the ball inside the 25-yard line down around the 24. Larry Wright will go in as a receiver. Second down, 5. Really a long 5.
Ken, we'll probably see one of Hanna's better performances this year.
We sure are. Especially consider both sides of the ball.
Yeah. It's Fair.
LaShawn moves it for 2 or 3 more yards. Not a great deal.
One thing I've noticed about Fair, he's always going forward. When Hanna scored down earlier, they had him about the 6. He drove on down to the 3, and then they had him at the 3, and he got in the end zone.
I made the statement to Jim that Fair was pounding the defensive line of Pickens. He gets a lot of yardage after the initial hit. They got him in there now as a slot. They're going to have to call a timeout here. Fair or Dante Jones didn't know the play. Dickie Smith's going to explain it to him.
Yeah, got a
Preston and Wayne Jones.
A lot of coaches out there now. I had one old gentleman tell me that he quit going to high school football games when they started to let the coaches go out on the field.
Was that Henry Chambers?
It could have been Henry.
Henry had said that before.
That might have been Henry. Ken, we had Willie Jeffries at the Touchdown Club today, and he did another great job.
He was great. He is just a joy. He's done such a great job in his coaching career. And I was mentioning before that Jerry Scout visited with us first time this season due to health, and we had done a lot of broadcast of games that Bobby McGowan's was in. I was mentioning it's hard to believe in Bobby McGowan's. Well, you know, he punched somebody. He's in trouble now. I thought he was Tony Horn or something. I don't know. Third down. Who we got next week? We'll get it after this play. This is Fair. Huge hole.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He's gone. Touchdown.
Goodbye.
Just a quick burst right up the middle. Got some good blocking, and he was gone.
27-6. Wardlaw to hold. Smith to kick. Masters will snap.
Adam Smith got the last one through, but it wasn't very pretty.
No, it just kind of skimmed its way through. He's got a strong leg for a little guy.
Yes,
Snaps a little high.
Yeah,
no problem with this one. As the teams come back upfield, it's Hanna 28, Pickens 6. Let's pause. We'll be back in a moment. Yeah, who's our speaker at the Touchdown Club this coming Friday?
We got Love and Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
My 102.5. They do the Clemson Tailgate Show now, don't they?
Yeah, they do this year.
So I'm sure they'll be doing a little Danny Board and
Oh, yeah.
Buck White, a few of those other characters they do.
Let's see, Larry Dean Cordell is he's a big Gamecock fan, isn't he? Larry Dean. Smith to kick it off. Lewis on the near side. Hendricks on the far side.
Another nice kick.
But we will not have a return here.
It's in the end zone.
In high school football, when the ball goes into the end zone, there is no return. Kick.
Hannah's really fortunate to have a couple of good kickers. I think Vila and Adam Smith both do a good job. They've had a lot of, I think, tight competition for the kicking job this year.
Yeah, there has been a lot, yeah. Both of them good. Rogers, no setbacks. And one of the things I mentioned before, there is a pickoff. That's Ardell Walker. Ardell going to go out of bounds way across the field, down around the 10-yard line. Now, I had mentioned earlier that Rogers, watch him now, he will lock on to a receiver. Watch him now. And he's not going to give up. He just locks onto that one guy with his eyes. Ardell thought it was a fullback, didn't he?
Yeah, Hanna's looking to turn this thing into a route, Ken.
At the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Whitmire over the ball.
Here comes Fair.
LaShawn looking for a block. Cuts back up inside instead of outside.
Down about the 7.
3 or 4 yard pickup for Fair. 4:09 to go, third period. There you see Graham does a good job out front blocking. But they get him all by himself.
That's going to be a penalty there. I didn't see the flag, Ken.
Holding will bring it back.
Watching Hanna play tonight, it's hard to believe they've lost a couple of ball games that they've lost.
Especially last week.
Yeah.
When they had one. First down about 18.
Batted down.
Did a little play action in there to Graham.
Just too big a crowd to throw that into, I believe.
We're below 4 minutes in the third period.
Wayne and Preston conferring over there a little bit. I guess we got another pass play coming here, I would think.
On second down and almost 20, it's about 18.
Got 3 receivers to the right.
That is Fair. LaShawn still going. And like the ever-ready bunny.
Just threw that ball out to Fair, kind of underneath the coverage there, and let him do the work running the ball.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and goal from about the, goodness, let's say 2-yard line.
2, baby.
All right, here comes Wright to the sidelines.
Yep.
Is he just coming to get the play that he's coming off? So
No,
that means Fair will line up as the quarterback.
This is what they
Put
did.
Graham behind him. Let Graham do a little pushing from behind. They scored on it earlier, or at least
they got a first
down on it earlier. Long
there
count. Here goes Fair with Graham
Touchdown.
pushing him into the end zone. Gracious.
I thought you were kidding about that, kid. It looked like he really did ride him on in there.
Well, you know, Dwayne, we sat here last week and watched Westside come back in the second half and just pound Greenwood 40-0. And Hanna right now is just laying it on Pickens. Villa gets this one.
No, that's
I'm sorry, that's not Villa.
That's still Smith.
No,
that's Jay
Meehan. Jay
Meehan kicked the extra point there.
Yeah, he's the guy that's going to be coming along to do some of the kicking next year.
Is that Jerry Meehan's son?
Yeah. Can't believe, you know, these guys that.
Watching that, talking about the squibbly kick that Smith got through a while ago. You know, a lot of times I got a little experience with Zach kicking. You know, it's not always the kicker. The kicker gets blamed most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
When they miss one, but sometimes it's the snap, sometimes it's the hold.
Yep.
There's a lot of factors going at it. I think your son was a kicker too.
2 of my sons.
Yeah.
2 of my sons. And yep. And 2 of my sons kicked at Westside, 1 kicked some at Clemson, and yep, a lot of factors go into it. And it's not always the kicker that's the hero. It's everybody else has to be involved too. Nice. High end over end. They're going to get a return on this by Hendricks.
Fake the reverse.
Yeah, they do that or what? But did not fool them.
Oh, look at there.
We had a miss up there.
Nice tackle there.
Freddie Lewis still on the tackle. Did I see a flag go down late? Nope, maybe not. Beanbag, maybe. Watch this miss here. If he had hit this guy here.
The 10.
Whoa,
Yep.
racked him up. That's Chet Morse throwing his body into it. First down, 10 at the 24. 2:57 to go, third period. Hanna leading 35-6. Rogers backing straight back. Has got to throw.
Got a man this time.
That
got to be close to the first down.
is Buff Williams.
Depends on the spot he gets here, I believe.
Buff Williams, who is one of the leading receivers in the area. Close to first down yardage.
Well,
Second down, about a yard. They do have a setback this time in Nix.
big quarterback might just sneak it for this yard. Nope.
Going to throw on second down and short. Got him a man going away, but he threw the wrong shoulder. Intended it for Zach Lewis, covered by Trey Thomas. Trey with him stride for stride. See Eddie Black getting into the ball game now for Hanna, making a few changes, getting some of those guys some playing time. Oh, there is John Haywood, 25. Third down, about a yard. I would think they want to try to get that yard now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I believe they'll sneak it this time. Yep. Handoff, 44.
Give it to Nix, and Nix is going to get his first down. Not a whole lot more, but he got it. And Black, one of the tacklers who was just into the ball game. Also, I see 79, Jarvis Blanding.
I was down at Presbyterian College today and watching a tennis tournament, and saw one of Chris Connor down at the ball game today. You know, he broke his foot.
Yeah, but he's beginning to kick some
Yeah,
now.
he's beginning to kick some now.
How did tennis match go?
Zach won 2 rounds. He's in the semifinals in the morning, so I'll be going back.
Go back. Back to throw Rogers. Under pressure this time. Firing. I expected to see the flags there.
Yep.
Yeah, that call. Williams a little bit too close to the receiver, who is kind of injured. Buff Williams, I think he fell on the ball.
You know, PC has another kicker with some Anderson connections. Zach Thick.
Thick?
Yeah.
Tim's
son.
Tim's son?
Played here several years ago.
Tim did. Tim was 140 pounds of dynamite as a linebacker.
Of course, I coached Ronnie and Jimmy, 2 of his brothers, in basketball.
Yeah, I knew the
all good athletes there.
Yeah, just great. Interference call gives them a first down. The Hanna 48. Ardell Walker pushing him hard, but he unloads and gets Williams again at the 35-yard line.
That's going to be another first down on the 35.
Eric Williams, one of the tacklers, along with Chad Edwards.
Pickens really needs to score here to keep their chins up.
Hanna has intercepted 2 of Brock Rogers' passes tonight. He's 6'2", 180.
I noticed they got him listed as a linebacker, but I hadn't seen him on defense any.
Most everybody else, but not him, yeah. First down at the 35. Rogers back to throw again, looking inside under some pressure.
Got a clip.
Doing a good job breaking some tackles, running around some people inside the 25. Trey Thomas is going to stop him there, but the flags are down.
Holding or...
When the referee throws that flag so many times, it's going to be holding or illegal procedure. Shaken up a little bit there, you see Jarvis Blanding.
I believe Jarvis is one of the fellows that came over from McDuffie, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He and Wardlaw.
Yeah. We had Fermicio Little from Westside at the Touchdown Club today, the defensive player of the week.
Let me tell you,
he's really a better basketball player than he is a football player.
Let me tell you, he can play defensive football. Oh, he can play it now. I don't know, you haven't seen him, I don't guess.
No, not in football.
You just don't run to that side with Little over there. I told him today. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. Rogers to throw. Screen.
And a red down.
Ryan Masters racks up Zach Lewis.
Ryan Masters having a fine season for Hanna.
Yes, he is. You see it right here. Masters has just stayed at home like a linebacker. Right in the middle there. It's second down. About 25.
Another pass coming here, Ken.
Rogers with a couple of running backs behind him for a change. They've got to just keep putting it up. Did he make the catch? They're going to give him the catch.
Yep, that's a nice catch.
Big league catch. Whoa, that's Buff Williams.
Ken, I believe in Pickens' offense, when those guys line up back there, they're more blocking backs than they are running backs.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Third and about still 15.
Yeah, Zach Lewis, their leading rusher, has 378 yards. Only carried the ball 72 yards. 72 times, I'm sorry.
74, Brandon Siegler checked in for Hanna then. defensive line.
6'2", 275.
Here comes a player getting a little, well, no, he's coming out to cover this guy. I thought he was coming out.
From the shotgun, Rogers.
Another
Now
flag.
that should be offensive interference. Now, come on, let's see. I thought Williams ran all over a defender.
There it is again. Let's see.
See the defender.
I think Harold agrees with you.
Yeah, they call it on Hanna. Let's see that again down there. Can we see that again? The crowd agrees with me, too. We're just home, folks. In the truck, can we see that again? All right, here you go. Look. I mean,
yeah.
He's on the Hanna man back. Pretty bad call that time, fellas, but
I think
you've done a good job.
Play in the Arkansas-Carolina game a couple weeks ago looked just like that. They called it on Carolina.
Carolina's building some character and backbone with these fourth quarter comebacks.
Yeah. They may have trouble tomorrow at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's defense pretty good.
At the 25, Rogers wants to throw. You know, he doesn't seem to be that quick, but he has a good sense of where he is and running.
Inside the 15.
He moves that ball down to the 15-yard line.
Be right at the first down marker. It's going to be interesting here. Let's see. I believe he's a little short.
Looks like he is. That ends the third period with a score: Hanna 35, Pickens 6, and we'll be back in a moment. See, radio's got him a cut out of Pluto down there.
I just saw that. He was getting in the chair in there a little bit.
He's coaching pretty heavy earlier in the ball game. They may need him back over there now to slow this drive down.
Did you hear anything about Sports Illustrated people were down here to do a story on radio?
Yeah, it should be out in a few weeks. Yeah, they interviewed Jim. Several people around.
I had heard that.
He's the most famous man in Anderson.
When I coached JV basketball at Hanna, I can remember radio back 20 years ago. Radio was always first one on the bus, all the trips.
Yes, sir. Loyal as you can be. Does a lot of work, a lot of help. All right, second down.
Okay, first play of the fourth quarter here.
Real close. They got to go from the shotgun on second and short. See if they can get it.
He's open. Oh, just a little.
Trying to make a diving catch. That's Williams again. Trey Thomas hanging right with him. Tell you right now, Trey Thomas gives about 125% constantly. I've never seen him in any sporting event that he wasn't.
I guess now they'll maybe get the first down here. I think second downs, they feel like they got a free one. There he is.
Yeah, easy. Masters had two of him pop him sort of out of the play, but it's first down for Pickens. This is their greatest threat of the night. They're at the Hanna 12. The touchdown that they have came on an intercepted pass, run back about 75 yards by Gary Hendricks.
Hendricks made a great run. I thought a couple of Hanna guys had the angle on him, but he just scooted down the sideline.
And he turned on the afterburners, and he was gone. First down at the 12 for Brock Rogers. Hanna just gave him 5 free yards.
Yeah, going back to that interception again, I think a couple of Hanna guys just kind of underestimated his speed, and he just blew right by him over there.
He sure did. So this will be 1st and 5. Not many penalties tonight, especially for Hanna. Put him down around a 7-yard line. And there's Radio and his cardboard Pluto.
1st and 5. Here we go.
This is Nick's.
Running play.
This is
Touchdown.
Nick's touchdown. He
Big
doesn't
guy.
get to carry it much,
Nope.
but he made the most of it that time. You see just a pitch.
Nix is a big running back too, Ken. 6'1", 215.
So Pickens is back on the board. 35-12. They're going to go for 2.
Pickens needed that score to, as I said a while ago, to keep their heads up. If they turn it over then, they'd have probably been looking for the bus.
Is that Pluto or some other cartoon dog? I don't know.
Probably is Pluto. There's a Mickey Mouse down there.
Okay. Going for 2. Brock Rogers and the Pickens Blue Flame. Gonna get it
There
too.
it is.
Nix.
Nix again.
So it's a 35-14 ball game. That's a whole lot more respectable with 11:24 to go. Just a simple little pass out left all alone. So why don't we pause and say we'll be right back. See how the crowd has stayed in. A lot of folks begin to leave after half. They've stayed pretty well.
Better than I expected here.
Yeah.
Hanging in.
Weather's nice. Good place to be on a Friday night with the family, the high school football game. Homecoming, your team's winning. Pickens folks, though, the ones who came down, hanging right there with the Blue Flame.
Yep, they didn't bring a very large crowd, but loyal bunch over there.
For 20 years ago or so, they'd bring them, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
Woo. Kind of moving their return men up a little closer. He's going to kick that ball right toward us. Wayne.
Onside kick. Oh, Hanna got just scooped it up and turned around and laid down on it.
Fair. Well, you had some good hands up front.
Yeah.
Fair, Smith, Holland. Those are the kind of people when you think an onside kick is coming, you put your receivers and your backs up there. They know how to handle a football. Hanna, pretty good field position. Let's say they're on 48. 11:23 to go. Now they need to just continue moving.
Yeah, I look for them maybe to keep it on the ground a little more now and try to work the clock a little.
Whitfield is now the center. And what you're getting, what we had a while ago too, they had a lot of backup players playing. This is Fair.
Now they lined Fair up at the fullback position that time.
Yeah.
We've seen him in tailback, in the slot, fullback, quarterback.
Yeah. Forgot about the quarterback.
Yeah.
75, you see there's Allen. Vicky Timms is 60. 74 is Brandon Siegler. Try to get them all in, Mom.
Yep.
Strong right this time. Fair breaking tackles to the 44-yard line in Pickens territory, shy of a first down.
Going to bring up a third and a long 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Close to 3.
Ball just inside the 45. 10:24.
And I want to work that clock on down, run a lot of time, keep the ball. Because you know what Pickens is going to do when they get it back.
Dante Jones.
Dante didn't get much there.
I know, but it was a strong run. He was racked up pretty hard in there by Will Perry, but kept going. First punt.
Hanna going to punt here. Pickens going to get the ball back pretty quick, but looks like they could have a long way to go unless we get a good return here.
Adam Smith to punt, and they do not have a deep
back.
receiver, and now they're going to drop Hendricks back.
Nice punt.
Hendricks is going to field it just inside the 15-yard line. He drew a crowd. There's a late hit.
Yep.
Somebody a little over exuberant.
Ryan Masters was down there on the kickoff. On the punt, but I kind of overran the guy. A couple other guys made the tackle. I didn't get the numbers.
It's going to be first down.
In fact, I believe one of those guys on the tackle was Trey Thomas. We were talking about a minute ago.
Yeah.
That's going to be against Hanna. Hanna didn't need that.
Boy, Terry Honeycutt is having some words to say to the official. Put him at the 31-yard line. First down for the Blue Flame. 9:17 to go in the ball game. Stan Nix is the lone running back. I got a feeling he, like you say, Dwayne's going to be a blocking back. And he did a good job right there.
Yep, there's it.
Hendricks, the intended receiver, covered stride for stride by John Haywood. 25.
Probably some of the fans were hollering at the official there. I think it's probably a good no call.
Oh, I think so.
Hanna band, Hanna cheerleaders still into the things here tonight at homecoming.
Rogers rolling to his left, firing down the middle. Williams, the intended receiver. Look at Terry Honeycutt talking to the defensive back there. He and Chuck Allen.
Yeah.
Third down, 10. Saw Joe Hazel a little earlier tonight. He and Amy come out most all the games.
Timeout Pickens. This is a big play for Pickens.
Huge play to keep something going.
Stay in the ball game.
There's a timeout on the field with Hanna leading Pickens by a score of 35-14, and we'll be back in a moment. Having a pretty good year.
Paladins are. They got a big one tomorrow up in East Tennessee State. Both those teams are undefeated in the conference along with Marshall. And it's kind of funny. I think East Tennessee State and Furman have played about the same people. It's like one plays them one week, one the next. And East Tennessee State's beat most of them worse than Furman has.
Beat them more, yeah. And they are at home.
Yeah.
Bobby Johnson will have them ready. Rogers with just good protection. Just good
protection.
protection.
Way down the
field. A bit wobbly. And
caught it. Caught it. He's going to go.
Yeah, you can kiss that one goodbye.
Touchdown, Pickens. Hanna had two guys coming.
They kind of collided or something.
Yeah.
Gary Hendricks
jumped up 5'6".
Scored his, watch this. Scored his second touchdown tonight. Hendricks.
35-20. 8:52 to go. This Pickens may
be a ball game.
Be out of it yet.
Look at little Hawkins up there. This is turning into a football game.
Yep. They're going for 2, Ken.
Have to. They have to at this point.
Fake
Rogers
reverse. Rogers going to
just
keep
going to
it.
walk in.
Yep, he's in there. 35-22.
All of a sudden, friends, there's a ball game because there's 8:52 to go.
Yeah, and the way Pickens throws the ball, they can work the clock.
As they line up, why don't we pause one more time? We'll be back in a moment.
Pickens did just what Hanna didn't want to see happen there. Hanna went 3 and out real quick. Pickens scored real quick.
Hanna needs a nice, long scoring drive here. Thomas and Wardlaw will be deep.
Ken, you think they'll onside kick again?
Oh, yeah, that's all. They do that a lot. They kick short anyway, kick over into an area. All right, this time they'll kick it more toward Dante Jones. So you see Fair and Holland and Smith moving to the other side. It's pretty obvious where he's going to kick it. He's got to kick it.
Got some linemen, Matt Sanchez, 75, and Ryan Masters on this side.
It's not going to go 10 yards. This one did not go the necessary 10 yards.
Did that ball go out of bounds?
Yeah. 49-yard line of Pickens. And Hanna needs a 49-yard, 8-minute, 52-second drive. That's hard to do.
Yeah, it will be.
Be hard to do.
I'd like to eat up some clock here, though. Talking about Furman going up there tomorrow. They play indoors on that place. Jimmy Satterfield told me it was like playing in a parking lot with a rug over it.
Right, right. Fair. See, he was hit and picked up 2 more yards.
Yeah.
Hit by Nix.
Always leaning forward.
Fair's over 200 pounds. (35-22) our score. Hanna had jumped out to a 35-6 lead. This is Demetrius Wardlaw. Racked up.
There.
No gain. In fact, he lost a couple of yards.
For Hanna's sake, at least he held on to the football there. He just got to get it spun around some different ways.
About 140 pounds worth. John Wright steps under there. Graham and Fair directly behind him. Now he wants to throw on 3rd down and long. He's in trouble.
Sacked again back at the 42 of Hanna.
First guy who got there was Chris Sullivan, 242-pounder.
Like we said, this is not what Hanna wanted to see happen. The two worst offensive drives they've had all night, the last 2 times they've had the ball.
They let one get away from them last week.
I shouldn't say drives, I guess say 2 possessions.
Yeah. The 3-and-out deal. Smith having to punt. Hendricks will be deep.
Dangerous man back there.
We've seen him tonight enough, haven't we? Nice.
Nice kick. Fair catching. They run away from it, though.
Masters going to try to stop that thing down at the 7-yard. He didn't stop it, but it died at the 7-yard line. Masters was there to field it just in case.
Hendricks probably should have fielded that punt.
Yeah, I think he should at that point on a fair catch. Matter of fact, what bothered me, I thought he was going to fair catch it and Masters going to run over.
Yeah. Ken, I appreciate the opportunity to sit up here with you the second half tonight.
Enjoyed it, Dwayne. Glad I ran into you. Brock has hit Buff Williams.
Wide open. Out past the 30. That's going to be a first down for Pickens.
See, he is so good at throwing on the run. Throwing out of the end zone almost. All of a sudden, that bad field position is not so bad at the 31. Has two great receivers, maybe three, including Hendricks has. Buff Williams, Griffin, and Will Hendricks.
No running backs this time.
Now watch him. He can throw strong running this direction.
There he is. Yeah.
Williams, Trey Thomas there first, and then Leroy Nance comes in.
Well, the last 10 minutes or so of the ball game, it's been, Pickens' offense has really picked up, and Hanna's has gone down. Not what they were doing the first two ball games. Hanna was just dominating.
Yeah, the defense had done such a great job, and now they just seem a little baffled, back on their heels or something. Not getting to the passer at all. And see, he just sprints out there in that corner, fighting off a block. Nance able to finally stop him.
Big defensive lineman, but they don't seem to be real quick at getting to the quarterback.
So second down 10. But when you run this kind of an offense, second down 10 doesn't mean a whole lot. You need to glue somebody to Buff Williams over here.
Got a running back this time.
Look at the time.
Yep.
Zach Lewis, their best running back. To the Hanna 45-yard line. Chad Edwards, the initial tackler.
Leroy Nance looked like he came up limping a little bit then.
5:20 in this ball game. Hanna out front, 35-22, but
Three
Pickens.
receivers out to the left this time.
Pickens really beginning to roll. Look, it's kind of almost like a basketball pass.
Yeah.
Just kind of jumped over and just lofted it over a defender.
That looked like the pass that Nealon Green threw against Georgia Tech last week. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was there, yeah.
Shoveled it in there last. To Kenya Crooks, I believe.
Yep.
That ball.
I think Crooks is going to have to step up his receiving now.
Yeah, they're down to, I saw 5 receivers.
Put him at the 46-yard line, 5:05, and timeout officials. Siegler coming out. Maybe shaken up or has an equipment problem. Quickly, they're going to get Lewis Spate into the ball game. Spite. Shovel pass.
That's Lewis, isn't it?
Yep, little Utah shovel pass, they call it, to Lewis, and Lewis inside the 40. Nance on the tackle. .457 left in the game.
Ken, I didn't count the guys on Hanna's roster, but they got a good many guys on the sideline. They must have, what, 45 or 50 players on them.
This is one of the good things. Of course, the JVs are pretty good at numbers. This was one of the things that happened with the closing of McDuffie.
Yeah.
Both teams picked up a lot of bodies and some pretty good athletes.
I did count the seniors on Hanna. They got 19 seniors. I was a little surprised they had that many. But I know they got some good young players too.
Things should be looking up athletically for Hanna and for Westside, as a matter of fact, because McDuffie, down through the years, has always had some pretty good athletes there. That
I would think somebody's basketball programs ought to pick up a little, because McDuffie had some good young players last year. I know, well, as we mentioned a while ago, Famicio Little and Orrin Jones, I believe, one with the Westside.
So another thing that has happened too is the some of the athletes felt like they might not be accepted, but they fit in immediately.
Oh yeah, I believe they will.
It was an immediate thing. They came right in and they feel at home now.
Well, looks like they were about to put the ball in play, but Hanna still got 5 coaches out on the field. So
I don't think you can do that, can you? Jerry Honeycutt's really directing traffic out there with his defensive backs, and
can't figure out what's going on here. It's a long discussion about something. Ryan Masters and the officials there.
now they'll explain it to the coaches.
Is it about the down? Is that what I see?
But it's third down.
Yeah.
About 3 yards to go. The ball is inside the Hanna 40. Now the referee is slowly walking to talk to Harold Jones. He's in no hurry. Well, down through the years, I've seen a lot of talking and conferencing. I seldom ever know what it's all about.
Yeah. I've been out there on the sideline sometimes and still didn't know what was going on.
Well, Ryan Masters has come all the way to the sidelines.
I wish we had a little more insight to what was going on, but I just didn't see anything particularly happen there.
Ron Wilson, or one of the coaches from Pickens, has been all the way out in the middle of the field too.
Now there's a whistle, and we're going to get back to action here. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left.
Third down, about 3.5, 4 yards to go.
Half the team out to the left side this time.
Going to throw it to Williams, who wants to throw. Masters going to throw back over to Rogers, but that was a forward pass. I tell you, what happened was Ardell Walker got in the middle of that thing, and it's a hard job throw right over him.
Yeah, big 71, Michael Jones was over there right near the quarterback, too. Had to kind of lob it over him.
So it's fourth down for Pickens. Ball distance just inside the 40.
Ken, I believe Pickens got to get a first down here, or it's probably over for them.
4:49. Well,
they got to get 2 scores in less than 5 minutes.
That should cost them 5 yards right there. Right tackle bumped up just a tad. Watch him. Watch him now. The right tackle. See?
Yep. You're right.
Good job in the truck down there. Little freeze frame.
I hadn't been up here enough. I forget about this replay.
See, I take this replay and I can tell all the coaches all they did wrong and everything, and then they tell me, look at all the dumb things you said. That wasn't really what you said that was, you know. So I've gotten it down through the years, so I shut up about them, you know. I don't pick on them too much.
Comes Rogers this way.
Rogers wanting to, he can throw strong running this direction. How did Trey not knock that ball down? I thought it was that Trey had a hand on it. And this little guy right here,
maybe we'll see that one again,
is getting up slowly, and he's an admirable little ball player. Watch right here now as Rogers comes over looking for Williams, fires in there, and look, I thought Trey Thomas had a hand on the ball, and the guy concentration enough to continue it and make the catch for first down.
Buff Williams.
Great play, Buff Williams.
Everybody to the right. There he goes.
At the 30. Looking for Williams, who had not looked, and now looks back at the 15-yard line.
You're right about their receivers. They've got some good receivers.
He and Trey had a few words that time. They're having a good battle. Two little guys, two tough little guys. Watch. And then he pops him. Put him at about the 16-yard line, first down. 4:26. Boy, it's taken a long time to play this last little bit, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Boy, Rogers running everywhere. There's the end zone. Did he get it? No, I couldn't tell from here.
Got a lot of Hanna guys around him.
But he still came close.
He still had it.
Buff Williams. Tell you, we thought Rogers was a little bit slow, but he sure does stay out of trouble, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's 6'2", 180. He's not a real heavy guy for 6'2".
Second down, 10 from the 16.
Ken, we were talking about the time. It was interesting. Right before the half, Hanna had 19 seconds left when they scored. Pickens got the ball. They ran one running play, I believe it was, and there were still 17 seconds.
Yeah. Now here we go with more conversation to the coaches.
Yeah, we've got the ref over talking to the Pickens coaches now.
I mean, it's 10-18.
Well, yeah. And this doesn't seem like it's been an extremely long ball game. We still got 4 minutes to go, though. But when you throw it as much as Pickens does, it's going to be a long game. And all these discussions with the referees.
Yeah, this is this
taking
is
a lot of time.
Second down, 10 from the 16-yard line.
Fortunately, we hadn't had any injuries tonight, I don't believe.
Well, we've seen some fine quarterbacks this year. Brock Rogers is one of them. And that's a fine receiver.
Yep.
Now this time he threw to Zach Lewis instead of Buff Williams. Little running back. Inside the 10. Clock running.
3:52.
Pickens asked for a timeout. There's a timeout on the field with a score. Hanna 35, Pickens 22. Let's pause. We'll be right back. You know, Dwayne, we've had some great times at the Touchdown Club this year. Perry Tuttle was extremely entertaining speaker.
I heard that's the one meeting I missed, but I heard he did a great job.
He did a great job. Was very told a lot of. You know, a lot of guys go to these Touchdown Clubs. They love to hear some old stories, some war stories concerning some players, especially people they know about. And he told a lot of Danny Ford stories. As he, of course, Perry Tuttle played on that national championship team.
We were talking the other day about him. Where did he play after he left Clemson? Didn't he play some in the Canadian League? Or?
Went to Buffalo. Ended up traded, I think, down maybe to Tampa Bay for a while, but I think the bulk of his career was in Canadian ball.
You know, was he on the Buffalo team? Were he and Jerry Butler on the team?
I don't know if they were on there together or not. Butler had an injury-shortened career. He made the Pro Bowl once. Knees got torn all to pieces. This time they're going to finally. No, they're not sacking. Now they are. Ardell Walker. They're going to throw a flag because they're going to say that Stanley Williams came in late.
No, I believe it's going to be intentional grounding.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I hope you're right. Yep, that's what they call. So you tack that on.
That's going to back them way back here.
You tack that on to the sack.
Ken, the first year I coached at McDuffie in 1974, Jerry Butler was at Ware Shoals High School.
That wasn't fair.
And boy, he gave us fits. I think we chased him up and down the field all night long.
They used to say that how Jerry got so fast. You heard the story about that, haven't you?
No.
The train would come through Ware Shoals.
Oh, yeah.
Slow down a little bit. He'd jump on the train, go to Greenwood, watch a movie, and then catch another one on the way back. I'd never have known if that was true or not. Fourth down and a whole bunch.
Oh, Hanna's offside.
Now, well, the quarterback came out from under. Now, that's the kind of call that, you know.
Well, maybe it may be against Pickens. Yeah, it is. You're right.
See him.
You know who was the coach at Ware Shoals back then?
No.
It was Tommy Davis.
Tommy Davis. He was there 100 years.
Yeah, he's over at Palmetto now.
Did a great job.
Fine gentleman. He's a great guy.
Yes, he is. Did a great job Ware Shoals. Now doing a good job over there. Back to throw. Rogers under some pressure. Doesn't even know it. Oh, what a great block on Walker.
That's going to be intercepted if it's in bounds. No, it's out of bounds.
Two Hanna guys fighting over Grady Lewis, and he was down there with Grady. Chad Edwards down there fighting over it, but Hanna will take over in a nice field position with 3:32 to go.
13-point lead with 3.5 minutes. Hanna seems to be in good position to pick up their fourth win.
If they do not turn this ball over.
Yeah. Pickens can strike fast, so I know Harold Jones doesn't think it's over.
No. He'll have to use the Yogi Berra line here. Yogi Berra line. Because it ain't over till it's over. I tell you right now, though, you just give it to Fair.
Yeah.
Say, just grind me out some yards here, big guy. I'm Ken Allison with Dwayne Loftus and Hanna Pickens football from District 5 Stadium.
It's been a beautiful night for football.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Compared to last week, sitting out here at West Side, beating up on Greenwood and wind and right chilly.
Well, you just couldn't ask for it. There's no wind tonight. Temperature's just about perfect.
Look at Fair.
Just fights on forward. Just a first down.
I'm glad I'm not one of those guys up there trying to catch him. Look, they just kind of leaves them. He leaves them kind of just scattered out along the field. But talking about an exhausted guy, Nathan Blythe, who's played a great ball game, is totally exhausted. Third down, about yard and a half. Adam Smith goes wide left. I don't think you'll see him putting it up for a while.
Got a power eye here with Dante Jones back there, but it's going to be Fair again, isn't it?
Running behind Graham. Graham bops in there behind. What you do, you run him up in there behind Siegler, Allen, Timms. Sean McClure.
Sean McClure's in there, yeah.
Try to get everybody I can.
Here comes Flo Wardlaw back in.
Timms and
I don't
McClure.
believe they're going to throw it, though. Down to 2 minutes. We don't get the 2-minute warning in high school ball, does it?
Nope. Fair again. Every time I say something like this, you seem like you jinx somebody. You know, Fair doesn't fumble much. Second down and 8. Wright will go in and an end. A minute 22 to go in this ball game. Looks like Hanna is going to pick up the win. For Pickens, it's tough. They came storming back, but just not enough.
All right,
Fair.
Again, Fair again.
Fair.
Had those feet, legs turning.
Telling you.
We're under a minute now. It's over now, Ken.
Fair is getting up very, very slowly. He's going to need the whirlpool tomorrow, too.
He's pounded some of those linemen, but I imagine he's taking a few licks himself.
Well, I'm telling you, what an admirable night he's had. I don't know if he'll be our offensive player of the week, but I don't know who else. Somebody's going to have a great week to beat.
That's right.
Better have a fantastic
Here he comes
week.
again.
Still breaking tackles, still fighting, driving.
He's going to have some pretty good stats.
But the big guys up front have to do something. The big guys up front.
Hanna's offensive line has
heroes.
done a good job tonight.
Yeah, they're the heroes. They will not snap this ball. Hanna will win their homecoming game over Pickens by a score of 35-22.
Hanna's going to go to 4-5 and 3-2 in the conference. And a happy crowd.
Just
here.
a great thing. Dwayne, I want to say thank you very, very much for coming up and joining us.
Thank you for asking me, Ken. I enjoyed it.
I'm Ken Allison speaking for Dwayne Loftus, Jim Frazier, the whole Cable 8 game. Final score at District 5 Stadium. Hanna 35, Pickens 22. So long, everybody.